I mean, this is a political party that thinks gender is just a state of mind, and all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, we have trouble with moderate biological males. I mean, who is surprised about this? Yeah, I think Democratic Party elites like Obama and like others have been viciously attacking Donald Trump since 2016. And everything they've said about him is what they have always said about him. And I don't think it's particularly effective right now. I think their problem isn't attacking Trump. Their problem is finding reasons to give people to support Kamala Harris. This stop he made in this plea he's making to African-American men. I mean, he said today he insulted them. I mean, he, first of all, admits that they're not enthusiastic about her. He said, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president, and you're coming up with other alternatives and reasons for that. And I think one thing we've seen about Democrats over the years is that when they can't convince you to do something, they begin to insult you. Obama specifically, when he was having trouble with rural voters in Pennsylvania, go back all the way into his campaigns, he insulted them about their culture and values. I don't think it's helpful to insult a group of people who are already not enthusiastic about your campaign.
Or thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you because you think that's a sign of strength, because that's what being a man is, putting women down. That's not acceptable.
So if you've been paying attention for the past couple days, you'll find out that the Kamala Harris campaign is going dead hard on trying to get as many men to vote with her for her as possible. This has become a problem, especially with black men, and they've been shooting out a few commercials to target men. And here is the latest one. You'll love this.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man.
And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat.
If he was a real man, he would have said straight.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500, then braid the out of my daughter's hair.
Okay, there's tons of things you do the shit out of. One of them is not braid your daughter's hair. I'm sorry. That's just a little bit too compensatory, let's just say.
Think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what bear hugs are for.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women.
Pal, I think you're just a little afraid of women.
They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Look at you in the eye and full-throated describes a hell of a lot more about your life, pal, than your endorsement. Hate to say it.
Because I'm man enough to support women.
Man enough to know what kind of donuts I like.
Man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I refuse to ask for directions.
Man enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women.
Or one of those pants books that the sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked. Not worth it.
I'm man enough to be emotional in front of my wife.
In front of my kids.
In front of my horse.
I'm man enough to tell you that I cry at Love Actually.
Good Will Hunting.
West Side Story.
That and Predator.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women.
Hold on. Who cries during Predator? At what point do you cry during Predator? Okay? Did it hurt you that much that Arnold got the shit kicked out of him? He did win at the end of it. I mean, honestly, this, oh my God.
Just so they can feel more powerful.
That's not how my mama raised me.
I love women.
I love women who support their families.
Women who decide not to have families.
Women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win.
Okay, so that was enough of that. Now, most people don't realize that there was a commercial that came out before that, voiced over by Sam Elliott, the legendary actor. Now, let's listen to this a little bit because, quite frankly, this is a hoot.
I can't believe we're having this conversation again. So here we go. You know who the candidates are. You know what's at stake. One candidate promises a divided America filled with lies and hate. And one stands for change. Kamala Harris has more courage, more honor, more guts than this guy ever had.
I want to see what she does after she just got shot at. Really. Okay? Actually, Sam, I want to see what happens in reality when you get shot at. Just saying.
So you decide. Are we really going back down that same fucking broken road, or are we moving forward towards hope?
I don't understand what this is in these ads that are targeted at men and cursing. Okay, we can emote, we can dialogue, we can do a lot of things without having to throw a curse word in this. I mean, do you remember when you were 11 and you've just started realizing that you could curse outside of your family and how everything had like F this and all that kind of stuff in it? Yeah, this is what this reminds me of.
Hope, towards freedom, towards change.
We know a strong middle class has always been critical to America's success.
There's promise that lies in change, and the time for change is now. So what?
Except that she doesn't represent change. Multiple times she said she would have done the exact same thing as the Biden administration did, or that she wouldn't have done anything differently. Seriously, where is the change?
What the hell are you waiting for? Because if it's the woman thing, it's time to get over that. It's time for hope, for change. It's time to be a man and vote for a woman.
That is just pathetic. I just swear to God, that is the most pathetic thing in the entire world. And let's face it, it's a great person to go to on this. I mean, seriously, even at 80, Sam Elliott has more testosterone in his mustache than these two little trilobites ever had in their entire life. But since the Harris campaign is coming out hard trying to get as many women as possible within the fold to get their votes, let's take a look at the type of men that the Harris campaign keeps around within their orbit. Emhoff says allegations about his and Harris's personal lives are a distraction. Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff claims that he's not letting misinformation about his and his wife, Vice President Kamala Harris's past life, distract her presidential campaign. Honestly, okay, this is absolutely crazy. With all the news that has come out about this individual and how he treats women, about how he smacked his last girlfriend full in the face for supposedly flirting with somebody else, dude, you just walk away. You be a man at that point in time. But that's exactly what this man cannot do. We don't have time to be pissed off. We don't have time to focus on... It's all distractions. It's designed to try to get us off our game. The second gentleman maintained that those efforts do not get them off their game, noting that all we talk about is this election. The Daily Report alleged that Emhoff forcefully struck his then-girlfriend in 2012 while at an event in France, citing 3 friends of the woman. Emhoff denied the allegations to the report via the spokesperson to Semaphore. Harris and Emhoff began dating in 2013. This is absolutely amazing. If anybody within the Trump or Vance orbit, if they had just said hello to them 3 days ago, had been accused of the exact same thing, you would not stop hearing about it. Every hour there would be 10 minutes on it. This, the media says that, yeah, we reported on this because they said something about it for 5 minutes in between 12 a.m. and 4 a.m. This is how they work. So this is it, guys. This is it. We're down at the scratch time. There's only a couple weeks before the election, and this is what the Harris campaign is up to. So, honestly, you know what? Get into the comments. You know what? They really help me, and then this way I can get the word out a little bit better. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think about this, how you think that Harris campaign is going hard to try to get as many men to vote for her as possible because she's having problems with this, but this is the type of men that they keep around. Let me hear about this. Hey, guys, subscribe, please. Hey, look, okay, it's coming up on Halloween, all right? And I'm a nervous eater. And if I don't get to at least 1,000 subs before that point in time, I'm going to be at least 10 or 11 Reese's Cups into my kid's Halloween candy before he figures it out, all right? So do me a favor. Subscribe. It helps out a lot. And you know what? If I'm happy, I'll just be happy with the couple of Baby Ruths I get on the as I do normally. All right. So thank you all very much. Get it all out there. Yeah, I'm rambling. So what? I got to make this 8 minutes. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. See you later.